Hello friends, welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to learn about change the voice part 2nd. Friends, in this video I am not going to tell you about the formula and how to change the voice, because in earlier video we have learned about these points. Here in this video we are going to learn about exceptional sentences and passive voice of verbal questions, passive voice of WH type of questions here in this video. Let's get started with the first point. Note the changes in tense while changing the voice. If you see the first chart, you will find the tenses active voice and passive voice. How there will be changes in active voice into passive voice. If we take any sentence from simple present tense, the verb form of this sentence is in active voice is as follows: write oblique writes. But it will convert into passive voice as it is am, is, are written. Then when we'll think about present continuous tense, the verb form of active voice is as follows: am, is, are writing. But it will convert into passive voice as follows: am, is, are being written. While we think about present perfect tense, at that time you will find the active voice verb form is as follows: have written. But it will convert into passive voice as follows: have been written. If you think about simple past tense, the verb form is as follows: wrote, and it will convert into passive voice was oblique were written. Then past continuous tense, the verb form of past continuous tense in active voice is as follows: was oblique were writing. But it will convert into passive voice as follows: was oblique were being written. Past perfect tense, the verb form of the past perfect tense is in active voice had written, but it will convert into passive voice had been written. Simple future tense, the active voice verb form will write, but it will convert in passive voice will be written. And future perfect tense, the verb form of active voice will have written, and it will convert into passive voice will have been written. Note the changes in subject while changing the voice, active voice and passive voice. If we take I pronoun in active voice, it will convert in passive voice me. He will convert in passive voice him. She will convert in passive voice her. You remains you. They will convert in passive voice them. We will convert in passive voice us. It remains it. Ram remains Ram. A boy remains a boy. Who will convert in passive voice whom. What remains what. And whom will convert in passive voice who. Now learn the passive form converted into active form and active form converted into passive form. See the example on the screen. A mango is eaten by Ram. This is a passive voice form, and it will convert it as it is Ram eats a mango in active voice. Now we will see how the active voice is converted into passive voice. See the screen. See the example. She wrote a letter. This is the active voice form of the sentence, but it will convert it into passive voice as it is on the screen. A letter was written by her. This is the passive voice form of the sentence. Friends, we are going to learn about today's topic, passive voice of verbal question. विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, प्रथमतः वर्बल क्वेश्चन म्हणजे काय हे समजून घेऊया. वर्बल क्वेश्चनची सुरुवात सहाय्यकारी क्रियापदाने होते व शेवटी या वाक्याच्या प्रश्नचिन्ह असते. प्रथमतः अशा वाक्याचे विधानार्थी वाक्यात रूपांतर करून घेणे आवश्यक असते. त्यानंतर या विधानार्थी वाक्याचा पॅसिव्ह व्हॉइस केल्यानंतर या पॅसिव्ह व्हॉइसचे पुन्हा आपल्याला पॅसिव्ह व्हॉइस ऑफ वर्बल क्वेश्चन करण्यासाठी सहाय्यकारी क्रियापद प्रथम वाक्याच्या सुरुवातीला घेऊन नंतर वाक्याच्या शेवटी प्रश्नचिन्ह द्यावे लागते. उदाहरण एक स्क्रीनवरचं वाक्य पाहिल्यानंतर आपल्या लक्षात येईल. वर्बल क्वेश्चनचं वाक्य, इज शी रायटिंग अ लेटर. त्याचं विधानार्थी वाक्यात रूपांतर केलेलं आहे. शी इज रायटिंग अ लेटर ॲसर्टिव्ह सेंटन्स. त्यानंतर या ॲसर्टिव्ह सेंटन्सच्या वाक्याचे पॅसिव्ह वॉइसमध्ये रूपांतर केलेले आहे. अ लेटर इज बीइंग रिटन बाय हर. आणि शेवटी या वाक्याचं पुन्हा पॅसिव्ह वॉइस ऑफ वर्बल क्वेश्चन करत असताना त्याच्या वाक्याच्या सुरुवातीला सहाय्यकारी क्रियापद घेतलेलं आहे आणि शेवटी प्रश्नचिन्ह. इज अ लेटर बीइंग रिटन बाय हर. पॅसिव्ह वॉइस ऑफ वर्बल क्वेश्चन. विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, हे फक्त तुम्हाला समजण्यासाठी या 4 स्टेप्स केलेल्या आहे. तुम्ही ज्यावेळेस वाक्य सोडवता त्यावेळेस पहिली स्टेप आणि शेवटची स्टेप इज शी रायटिंग अ लेटर वर्बल क्वेश्चन अँड द लास्ट आन्सर इज अ लेटर बीइंग रिटन बाय हर पॅसिव्ह वॉइस ऑफ वर्बल क्वेश्चन या प्रकारे तुम्हाला परीक्षेत उत्तर लिहिणं अपेक्षित आहे. वी विल लर्न द नेक्स्ट एक्झाम्पल. डिड शी राईट अ लेटर active voice of verbal question. First of all, see the assertive form of the sentence. She wrote a letter. Then see the passive form of the assertive sentence. A letter was written by her. Now convert the sentence as it is. You have learned about the passive form of verbal question. Was a letter written by her. Now learn the present perfect tense of verbal question. Have you brought your book? Active voice of verbal question. Now learn the assertive type of sentence of the given sentence. You have brought your book. Now see the passive form of the assertive sentence. Your book has been brought by you. At last, the answer of the active voice of verbal question is as follows. Has your book been brought by you? Passive voice of verbal question. Now students, we are going to learn about passive voice of WH type questions. First of all, try to learn what is WH type of questions. विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, ज्या प्रश्नाच्या सुरुवात WH या अक्षराने सुरू झालेली असते व शेवटी प्रश्नचिन्ह असते अशा वाक्याला WH टाइप क्वेश्चन्स असे म्हणतात. प्रथमतः अशा वाक्याचं विधानार्थी वाक्यात रूपांतर करून घ्यायचं. परंतु त्यासाठी काही प्रश्नसूचक शब्द काढून टाकावा व वाक्यात कर्ता किंवा कर्माला प्रश्न विचारला असल्यास त्याचं उत्तर जर नसेल तर काही उत्तर गृहीत धरून आपण ते वाक्य विधानार्थी करावं. त्यानंतर त्या विधानार्थी वाक्याचं पॅसिव्ह वॉइसमध्ये रूपांतर करावं आणि शेवटी या पॅसिव्ह वॉइस करत असताना वाक्यात जो काढून टाकलेला भाग असतो तो WH क्वेश्चन पुन्हा एकदा वापरून सहाय्यकारी क्रियापदानंतर राहिलेला वाक्याचा भाग घेऊन शेवटी प्रश्नचिन्ह देऊन या प्रश्नार्थक वाक्याचं आपणाला पॅसिव्ह वॉइसमध्ये रूपांतर करता येतं. नाउ सी द एक्झाम्पल. वाय डीड शी टेक द बुक? ॲक्टिव्ह वॉइस ऑफ WH क्वेश्चन. नाउ फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल convert this sentence into assertive sentence. She took the book. Assertive sentence. Now write the passive voice of the passive voice form of the assertive sentence. The book was taken by her. This is the passive voice. Then write the passive voice of WH question as it is. That is the proper answer of the first question. Why was the book taken by her? Students, you have to follow the first and last step. You have to omit the remaining 2 steps while you are going to attempt this question. Now learn the another example. Who sings a song? Active voice of WH question. First of all, convert this sentence into assertive sentence. She sings a song. Then write the passive form of the assertive sentence. A song is sung by her. Now use the WH form as it is. By whom is a song sung? Passive voice of WH questions. विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, इथे तुम्हाला पहिली आणि चौथी स्टेप तुम्हाला फक्त करायचे आहे. बाकीच्या 2 स्टेप तुम्हाला समजण्यासाठी इथं स्क्रीनवर दिलेले आहेत. प्रत्यक्षात परीक्षेत उत्तर लिहिताना तुम्हाला पहिली आणि चौथी स्टेप तुम्हाला फॉलो करायचे. वन मोर एक्झाम्पल. Who wrote the story? Active voice of WH question. He wrote the story. That means we have taken into consideration the answer. He wrote the story. Now write the passive form of the sentence. The story was written by him. Now convert this sentence into passive voice of WH question. By whom was the story written? One more example. What is she writing? Active voice of WH question. First of all, try to write the assertive form of the sentence, taking the answer into consideration. She is writing a letter. A letter we have assumed. Now see the passive form of the assertive sentence. A letter is being written by her. At last we have to write the passive form of WH question as it is what is being written by her. Now see the last example. Whom I saw yesterday. Active voice of WH question. I saw Ram yesterday. That means we have assumed the answer Ram. This is the assertive sentence. Now see the passive form of the assertive sentence. Ram was seen yesterday by me. And see the last answer of the question. Who was seen yesterday by me? This is the passive voice of WH question. Thank you.